No one tells you when you start a business, you're not necessarily getting freedom, you're getting a lot of responsibility, and you're gonna wear all the hats until you learn how to outgrow it, delegate, and level up. Many people in social media glamorize business ownership. It's not all glitz and glamour. We look at it as freedom, but sometimes it's really responsibility. You gotta take care of those customers and your employees. You have to wear every hat, from marketing to finances to, operations. You gotta know everything. So there's a learning curve to be expected. This could be a long time. It could be a year, it could be a couple years, or you gotta make enough money so you can make the right hires so you can do better. As you continue to grow, you gotta be competent in a lot of areas, but you don't have to master all of it. And you won't have to do this forever, but you definitely gotta figure out marketing. You gotta figure out ops, you gotta figure out budgets. What's a good budget, month over month. You have to be able to operate as an admin. So how do you take in new clients, build them? What's the onboarding process? Hiring, we're still trying to figure this out, but you still gotta work on hiring. Tech and apps, what kind of software would you be using? And then of course, customer service. So you have to be that standard that you want everyone else to live by and provide excellent customer service. So these are the many hats that you'll be wearing as you're an entrepreneur. Being a business owner is going to cause a lot of sleepless nights. That's because you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be figuring out how to make payroll or how to get your next order or how to fulfill. Or sometimes you'll wonder how you can eat as a business owner because you've paid all your business bills, but personally, you need some income as well. So that could cause a lot of stress. Definitely when you're starting out, you got to figure out how you're going to handle stress. Hopefully it's healthy. You don't want to drink it away or anything like that. Maybe workouts, meditation, books, some type of relaxation, right? You're gonna have many sleepless nights because you're gonna be trying to figure out how you can fix issues. Different types of issues, optimizations, things like that. You might end up with some call outs. People call out late, they might text you at midnight, now you're like, oh my God. Or you rolled over and you saw that text and you gotta be able to fulfill in the morning, make sure those customers get service. You got new ideas. That's one of my biggest issues. I'll be laying down and, oh my God, this will work, or what about this? And you gotta put that in ChatGPT or a notes app or something like that, just get it out your mind. And then improvements, how can you improve the business? These are the type of things that's gonna cause those sleepless nights. So it depends on how you're gonna handle it and how you prioritize. Another thing to really understand is vision is not execution. You gotta know your next level, you gotta know how to get there. So whether you're starting from zero and you gotta get your first 6 figures, 100,000, how do you get to $250,000, how do you get to $500,000? For example, we're right around that $500,000 mark and we're trying to get to $1 million, so we know that's our next level. So what does it take to get there? Those are the type of things, for example, that cause you to have sleepless nights. For example, with me, I'm going to different business conferences. I got one to go to next week. I've hired a business coach. I also joined some business communities so I can pull myself there. And discipline is gonna be way better than motivation. You can listen to all the hype coaches out there and everything like that, but you gotta be disciplined. So even when you don't wanna do it, you gotta wake up, do that job, send out that estimate, respond to that customer, make sure you're invoicing everybody. So you gotta be disciplined every day, every week, and be able to move your business forward. As you level up in business, you're gonna wanna outsource some things. So once you get enough finances going in, you wanna get a CPA because you wanna make sure that your books are right. After that, you wanna make sure that you got either a marketing company or someone that can build that website or post on social media for you. So you wanna make sure that marketing is covered, right? And then for your admin, either you can hire a part-time admin or you get an answering service or AI. We're over in this category, so we got an answering service and the AI, which we use is called Good Call. So we've successfully been able to outsource a lot of our things, and that takes some off my plate. I don't have to call every customer. I don't have to take every call in. I don't have to worry about how the website is doing, and I don't have to worry about the finances. So as you level up, you'll be able to build your team out or find services to take things off your plate. I highly recommend that. Just know this is temporary pain for a long-term gain. You want to build great systems while you're in this phase, learn what works and what doesn't work. You want to hire great people. You're going to get some lumps along the way. You're going to hire some bad apples, get them out, get some new people in, and you're going to gain those stripes as you get better. You want to outsource when you're ready, as I mentioned before, when you get that CPA, that marketing person, so you learn that business, but you get to those next levels. Once you hit that million plus, you got a great team, and they'll make it a lot easier for you to continue to grow that business, but you got to get out that beginning stages.